talk about that. How back in 1994 you didn't have a nose ring, a nose piercing.
And I really want to get my septum pierced.
Hi, I'm Melony.
I'm Molly, and welcome to our channel.
And YouTubers often say, I'm so excited, but this one I am excited to do this video.
She's like extra.
I'm extra excited. And I don't know why. And it may end up being just a big old dud, but it's fun for me. And is a walk down memory lane. And to set the stage, the year I think is
the
probably,
year was,
I think it's 1991 maybe.
Okay, I'd have been 6-ish.
Yeah. So this was before, when did cell phones come out?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
But it's definitely before cell phones.
It was before cell phones, so it was before selfies. And,
it was way before filters and Photoshop. Well, probably not. I don't know about all that, but
yeah.
But being accessible just to your average Joe.
Okay, and here's the deal that was so different then. And in looking back for pictures, this is what I remember. You had a camera, and you had to go to Target or to Walmart and buy your film to go in it. You had to make sure you did it correctly and follow the directions, and then you would close the back of the case, and it'd go, and it would load. And then you knew, depending on how much film you bought, you'd have like either 12 exposures, 24, or 36. Well, if you were not a person of means, buying film was sort of an extra. It was something that you, if you'd rather give your kids, beans and cornbread so they could eat, or if you'd rather
take a picture of them.
And so there were times when, you'd buy the 12 one because it was cheaper. And then what was awful, if your eyes were closed, which mine were always closed, and
you get what you get.
Yeah, you might think there was 12 pictures and 3 of them turned out okay. Or you didn't put the film in right and the whole thing was overexposed.
Or you opened it up before it was done and ruined it.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I remember these.
There were so many things that could go wrong with pictures. But I got this yearning to go do what I'm going to talk about, because it was all the rage. And all of my friends had done it, and I had seen the results. And I just so wanted to do this. And so we did.
And I wonder what that conversation was like with Daddy.
Well, because I can tell you, I think this was done with an income tax refund check.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because this was pricey.
Oh, boy. And all we wanted was some food.
And that's how much it meant to me, is I was determined we were going to go do this. And so...
Oh, they already know. I think most of them are already going, I know where you're headed with this.
So we went to the mall. And that's where this was taking place, and there was a special store there. And you would pass, and you would see the pictures in the window. They would have brilliant display of befores and afters and all. But we went to the Glamour Shots. It was a big deal. And so not only did I go...
My cheeks hurt from smiling.
Well, but I talked your dad into... I didn't talk him into it. Your dad, he was sweet. I just shared with him my enthusiasm that not only did I want to have my glamour shot done, but I wanted to have you 3 kids' glamour shots done.
Oh, y'all.
So...
Sam, Daisy...
Yeah, the 2 youngest missed completely out on this. But
I can do a glamour little session here. You can come on YouTube and...
It was impressive, though, when you saw what they could do with you, It was impressive. But your dad was a little iffy on... You're talking about Hunter and Zach. So in say if it was 1991, your brother they would have been like 10 and 9. Something like that, 11 and 10. And your dad was like, I don't know if
they're going to go for that.
I don't know if they're really going to go for that, And I was like, I have got to do this before, because I could see as boys they were getting older and stinkier and hairier, all those things, and I love my boys that boys get. But I could see there was a small window of opportunity for me to get this Glamour Shot thing in. And so I remember having a talk with them about, all the nice things I do for you. Well, this is going to be a nice thing that you can do for me. And they were sweet. They're still sweet. They're sweet men
and
now.
Still stinky.
And they're daddies. But yeah, you may have to insert a picture of them in these pictures and
I'll
and
try
them
to do
now.
all that. And them now?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
If they'll let us, we might have to get their permission.
And if I ask Zach for a photo, there's no telling what we'll get.
We got it because we've got in the family.
His nickname at work is Wookie.
Yeah, they're getting hairier. So wouldn't that be fun? And we can put them
before and after, or then and now.
So let me just show y'all because I'm so excited. So we'll start first with. I hope they can't see this.
No, I don't think they can. Well, I mean, I don't know. Oh my.
Can you believe?
People already think I look like you.
Huh?
People already think I look like you.
Well,
now,
look at
let
this.
me see. Let me see if I can get it. These came out of her storage unit.
Oh, yeah, and they're dusty. Yeah. Look how they have that hair slicked back. But look how cute.
That is.
And he did it. He did it for me. I think your daddy may have
There's Hunter.
Encouraged him a little bit. Okay, so there's Hunter.
There's Hunter.
My eldest. And then look at Zach.
That is me.
Well, we'll show you now. Look at you.
We'll insert pictures so y'all can see better.
Okay, so there you are. Look, and this is after your bad perm. It started to grow out.
Oh, thank you. See, you said it was bad.
Isn't that sweet, Molly?
Sweet.
It's sweet. Okay, and then here is Zach.
Oh, my, y'all.
Oh, it's 1994. It says it on the back.
Oh, there we go.
1994.
So I was 9.
Oh, my goodness. So Hunter would have been...
Was I? We're so bad at...
Okay, you were born in 85. So, and it was 94. You were 9.
Okay, I was 9.
So that would have made Zach be, 11 and Hunter 12. Right?
Yeah, you didn't have much longer till...
I know. I knew my time was close. You may have to insert that.
Yeah, I'll insert them because I know the lights are kind of blinging off of the glass.
Such a good boy. Such a good boy. And now a good man. And a father of 3 children. And Hunter's the father of 1. So,
yeah.
Anyway, so today...
What about yours?
That's what I'm going to show.
Okay, good.
Because it was my least favorite. And I enjoy... If I had just gone and done you kids, I would have gotten a big charge.
She's always her worst critic.
And do you see how big those pictures were?
Yes.
I had those so prominently placed in the house. I mean, it was just like, look at these kiddos.
I remember loving it because I was 9 and got to wear makeup. Like I didn't know.
It was fun.
I realize now I was 9, but I remember I was able to wear makeup and they did my makeup.
I think it was a fun experience. Yeah. So anyway, it's so dusty. So here's mine. And you may have to insert the picture there. You see how big that hair is?
Yep.
And I think I'm still trying that. Has my hairdo changed that much? The color of it is different, but my hair is still the...
Well, you don't have the
poof. The poof was really the thing.
Yeah. But you've always had curls and volume and body. But that's also because you have a lot of hair. I mean, there's only so much you can do to tame it.
Anyway, and I think I was disappointed in mine because I had seen them work miracles with some other folks and I was wanting a miracle myself. But there it is. And your daddy liked it. He thought it was great. So,
oh my!
So that's what you're going to do your makeup.
Is like yours?
Yeah, I thought that's what.
I thought you wanted me to redo mine. Okay, well, I mean, not that it was that much different.
I don't know. Look at, you know what? It doesn't even hardly look like I have eyelashes, and I had a lot of eyelashes back then.
They really did some understating. It was just your natural beauty that they really tried to
Well,
highlight.
there wasn't a lot of natural beauty about it. Maybe that's what I was hoping, that they give me some big old eyelashes. And
there's no smoky eye or nothing going
There's
on with your
not, is
eyes.
there?
There's just like a little bit, and I don't know if that's mascara or if that's like eyeshadow that they've.
Well, and look, it looks like they made my lips bigger.
Yeah.
Well, just put on some makeup while we talk. I don't think there's a lot for you to work with there.
I just took off my makeup, which I really like today, for this. For me to go a whole different route here.
Well, then you just put on some makeup and we'll
using
just visit.
I'm using my nose ring. Sorry, I'm making sure. I'm using my new Grown Alchemist. We're gonna try this sucker out. That's probably too much.
We could talk about that. How back in 1994 you didn't have a nose ring, a nose piercing.
And I really want to get my septum pierced.
You do?
Yeah, I really want a piercing right there.
Why?
I don't know. Well, because I like them on people.
You do?
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of times where I'm like, man, I just really like it.
Well, see, if I were younger,
Mm-hmm.
I can see myself doing that little thing there.
What little thing?
What, that little thing you got
Oh,
there?
a nose piercing?
Yeah, but now as they get older and bigger, as we've discussed, why would I want to bring attention to that?
This does not make it tacky at all. So
maybe you'll love it.
So I don't know. And I really need, I forgot my washcloth. Okay, I'm using Ink Lasting Cover by Peri Para. I've been using this lately. Just like, it's a little dropper. Anyway, I have 3 foundations that I rotate. Dr. Jart, their BB cream, and I forget what the other one's called. I always do. I don't think it's Soap and Glory, but maybe it is. And it has a curse word in it. It's like kick A all day long, where, I don't know. Anyway, I just put some drops on my little beauty blender here. So that's what I'm doing.
And do your pouncing.
Mm-hmm. And see, that's what I mean. Like, I'm all broken out. My chin.
Yeah, from the mask.
My chin is all broken out. There's a little. Anyway. So do you know how much it costs to get all that done? You said you used probably a income tax.
Oh. I don't know. And they ran specials.
Yeah.
Because I remember looking longingly at the specials, but then there finally came a time when we were able to do it.
Got a little much underneath
But
there.
no, I have no recollection of how. I just know it was not something in the budget, but something I so wanted to do. Do you know something else that I really remember in my early married years, just really obsessing over, that I wanted?
What?
A ceiling fan.
Where did this come from?
Because back in the day,
How random.
Back in the day, everybody just, ceiling fans, you just had a light fixture. And a lot of them were just, like that little bowl thing that fit up over the light bulb.
Yeah.
And so when ceiling fans came out, my friend worked at a ceiling fan store, or a light fixture store. And I just remember thinking, if we just had a ceiling fan in this house, we would really be uptown. That would just be so fabulous to have a ceiling fan. And eventually, I remember when we got our first one, and it was a big deal, and your dad had to get up there and install it.
Oh, I can already hear the dead gummits.
And he got up there and installed it, and had a little light attachment to it. And when we turned that thing on, that air started swirling about. We felt like we were successful. We had reached the pinnacle of success with that ceiling fan. So it's one of those things. Now ceiling fans are a dime a dozen, and I know a lot of people are taking them out, aren't they?
I don't know. I love a ceiling fan. I'm just not liking this.
Why?
Sorry, I missed my tummy. I feel like it's gathering. And I just used this foundation earlier,
Oh, yeah?
and I think it's the primer.
It looks fine to me. It looks good.
Yeah.
But you know what you like.
Oh, I didn't get any powder.
I was in high school. One of my very best friends, her name was Kim. It is Kim. She had the greatest eyelashes ever. I mean, they looked like false eyelashes. They were so thick and so long. And we would get ready over at her house to go to a football game. And so she'd put on her mascara, and she'd put that mascara on and coat it on. And I mean, her eyes just popped. She had such great eyelashes.
Who did?
My friend Kim, my best friend in high school. And then, here's the part I want to tell. This was a part of her makeup routine. And I have Facebooked her because we don't get together. She lives somewhere else. We don't see each other or anything. So then, after she put on her mascara, she had a big safety pin. And she would open up that safety pin and put it through each one of her lashes so they would not be gooped up. And it took some time and all, but her eyes were like great. But if she had poked herself, that would have been serious. So have you improved on what you wanted to do?
What do you mean?
Well, you went and got something.
Well, I have to set, because my old hooded eyes and this is where I powder, is around my eyes, around my nose. And since I have all these little bumps happening, then I powder over them just so that the makeup didn't come off as easy.
One of our subscribers, and I'm thinking her name was Kay, not positive, but she made a funny comment. She said that her crow's feet had turned into eagle talons. And I thought, yeah, I know, but she was just gonna embrace it.
So, do I need to see your picture? Do you have a smaller picture I can look at
No.
for reference, or am I just doing what I want to do?
Because as a mother, you notice that I bought the bigger pictures of y'all and the smaller one of me.
I feel like
I
I'm
don't
just
think
doing what I...
No, just do what you, because there's not much going on. I may have paid too much for this.
There really is not. These Glamour Shots, there's no like smoky eye, no cat
There isn't.
eye, no big lashes. It is very...
It's just kind of plain, isn't it? But I mean, I don't dislike
No, it looks good. It just seems to me that
I think there was
more...
probably a lot of foundation, because I don't remember wearing foundation till I was, I don't know how old. I don't remember buying foundation or anything. You know, the mall where this took place, back then also in our town, we didn't have so many strip malls. Is that what you call it? Or shopping centers? We had the mall. The mall was the place to be. That's where everything was happening. JCPenney's and Dillard's, and then the food court. Do you remember going to the food court?
Is it too much?
Mm-mm.
I can't really tell.
No, I think it looks good.
Food court.
Do you remember us going to the food court when you were kids, and you sit at a table out in the middle and we watch people go by and get our food, and you could pick from the different restaurants?
Oh yeah, do you remember what was the place when you first walked into the main entrance and it was to the right? What was that food place? And you would pick like individual. You'd go through the line.
That's called a cafeteria.
Yeah, but what was it?
It was Piccadilly.
Piccadilly. Yeah, I remember Piccadilly.
Yeah.
I mean, we felt so fancy though.
Oh, that was overwhelming to make decisions as a kid.
And knowing your personality now,
Yeah.
like she'll go wherever. But if we go to a place where you have to walk up and order, at like a bar and then go sit down, she's just like, just get me whatever you're getting. 'Cause she doesn't like holding up a line or making decisions while someone's waiting on her every word. It makes her nervous.
I don't like that. I don't like it when people are behind you and then you're quickly having to read the menu, and then they have questions. Do you want a topping on that? Do you want a sauce with that?
She's like, yes, sure, okay.
Oh, just give it to me and I'll eat it and I won't complain. Let me go.
That's exactly how she is.
Well, my friends are so kind to me because they know that can overwhelm me.
It does.
And so what they'll do is a lot of times I'll get to be the one that goes and gets the table, and then I'll watch their purses and while they go through the line. Yeah. Yeah, I love, if I'm going to go out to eat, I just like to be waited upon. Otherwise, I can just stay at home and just get something out of the refrigerator.
What do you think about that?
I think that's really pretty.
That son of a bee.
I just don't like them naming, though. That's another video, so I'm not going to get off onto it in this one. But I think that's unnecessary to name cosmetics with curse words. I'm
just playing in makeup. I'm probably not doing what you originally thought, is that I would recreate the look. But once you got to looking, there's
nothing
much
to
to
recreate. I think they just put a bunch of foundation or something on me.
I think they did.
And then they floofed up my hair, and I thought I was something.
They did floof up that hair, though.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go in with Hush Blush. I don't know how pigmented these are. That's why I keep getting all the product off, because I don't want to overdo it. I have been very lucky with my skin. It's not until, and I think that you've said this, that you had great skin until you hit
30s.
And that's when my skin has gone downhill with breakouts and such. I've never had acne and all that. And as a kid, I had just great, regular, normal skin. Not too dry, not too oily. Didn't have breakouts. Always really pale. And, I always wanted to be tan. But now I can appreciate what I had. Of course, you can always appreciate what you had when you don't realize.
Yeah. No, I think it was hormonal stuff that started in the 30s.
Yeah, no, that's what I've got happening I have a totally different, my skin is just different.
And mine did that until menopause. And,
great.
And then now it's better. And then it's different issues. Then you get dry where you didn't get dry, and your face just starts heading for your knees and just stuff like that.
All right, let's see how this stuff works.
Oh, is that the eyebrows?
That's my new
eyebrow
that I got
stuff.
in my Ipsy. And it looked kind of like might be too dark or too red.
Do you know it's supposed to get really cold?
I love cold weather, y'all.
Yeah, I know you do.
I do.
I wore something I had to get out a jacket, and I wore it to a meeting last night, and I kept thinking, what is that smell? What is that smell? And then I realized it was me. Yeah, that was bad.
What did it smell like?
It smelled like an old closet that hadn't been opened for
months.
months.
Like mothballs or something? Musty?
Yeah, it was just like, ugh. Yeah. And I hadn't been in that closet for a long time. But anyway, it was too late. I was at the meeting, so I just had to pretend it wasn't happening. And with social distancing, nobody's all up in your business anyway. So it didn't matter.
I'm going to use my new It mascara as well.
See, used to, I would think, if I was on a desert island, I would want my curling.
Really?
My eyelash curler and my mascara, yeah.
See, and I have seasons where I'll do this.
I love eyelash curlers, but ever since you gave me that complex on how I was doing it, I don't really use it.
Are you serious? Well, it's just because I use it when my eyelashes are dry and there's no product on it.
Well, I was doing it wrong all those years, and I didn't know it.
Do it right, and then you're going to like it again.
Well, I do occasionally, but it doesn't have the oomph as it does when you've got mascara on.
Didn't you buy the one that heats up?
Probably.
I think you did.
And I don't remember that working well for me.
I think you did.
Yeah, I don't think it worked well. It seemed like it got too hot, and then you'd burn your eyelid off.
I'm trying not to get it all over my lid, because I'm terrible at that. Mascara is my least favorite makeup product.
But to me, it's what makes all the difference.
I know, and people say that, but I will go without mascara more often than I hate putting it on. I get it all over. What do you think about it, though?
That's good.
This is a good mascara.
And what brand was that?
That's the It. The It
Well, I told
Lash
you.
Blowout.
Okay. They had something, I think, called It Superhero that I must have got at some point, but I don't think I disliked it, but I ended
So it
up
looks
back
like-
up with Lancome and Lash Paradise or something.
My
Maybe Lash
go-to
Paradise.
is the Benefit Roller Lash.
Yeah.
Earlier, I had the before you made me take my makeup off, I had that telescope and that L'Oreal telescope eyes or whatever.
Yeah.
It's that gold, and I can see why people like it, but it all has to do with the brush,
Yeah.
and I think they know that because there's so many different kinds out there.
They probably do know it.
Okay,
How's it looking?
I mean, I didn't mess up too much.
It looks good. So is it a dry formula or a...
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on the drier side, or at least I think. And it could be the brush, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, because it is wet, but it's not crumbly dry.
Yeah.
But, I think it's pretty good.
You look good.
It lengthened them.
It did.
What do you go for? Do you go for volume or length?
I want it all.
Well, I do too, but you just can't have it all. If you can have it all, I am curious, because mascara is one of those things. Everyone has a mascara recommendation.
Well, Lancome is my favorite, and it's pricey. So it's probably the priciest thing I have.
But you also have sensitive eyes.
I do have sensitive eyes, yes. But I have been using that Lash, and I think it's Lash Paradise. And you get this white stuff, and it's primer, and you put it on. And then and then you let it dry, and then you put on the regular mascara. But Patty from Rockstar Mom said, don't put on so much of that white primer. I think I was overdoing the primer. So
I don't really love these. It's a little too brown.
it's very brown. And I like something with a little hint of gloss myself.
I know that is very, very dry.
That's pretty matte.
This one's too pale. See, it's really pale.
That's pale, yeah.
And so I knew I didn't want to do that. It's glossier, and then this is really brown. Because I used this the other day.
You know, I wish we could do is for all of those that had their Glamour Shots. Wouldn't it be great if we had a place to post where people could post their Glamour Shots? But if they're like me, you have to go get it out of a storage building. So they might not have them anyway.
What if they have it hanging in their room? Because they're
would be
also
fun.
like you and really proud of that Glamour Shot.
Well, mine wasn't hanging in my room.
Well,
Not anymore.
maybe they put more makeup on them, and so they really feel.
But gosh, how would
Send
we
it
do
to
that?
us. I have an email address in our description below. It's just melonyandmolly@gmail.com.
Oh, I forgot
You
we
could
had
totally
that.
email it to us, and or send it through Facebook Messenger on our Facebook. You know, Melony and Molly on Facebook. We're there, and we also have an Instagram. You can direct message us there at Melony and Molly. And if you want, you just say you
That
can
would be
post
so
this.
fun to see people's.
Their Glamour Shots.
Because some
Yeah.
people, they dressed up with like a captain's hat, you know, and
Or the
it was
bow.
not-
Didn't some of them have like the feathers?
Yes, the feathers and.
Because I know I have a picture somewhere with feathers.
I have the black leather jacket. Some people had denim. Some people had like fancy, like where it looked like you were wearing a strapless ball gown or something, or fur coats. It was such an experience. Yeah. But that's really all I have to say about it.
About that Glamour Shot.
But it was fun to talk about it.
You know, I do love makeup, and I know a lot of people who, because of Patty, and Patty does a lot of makeup, and I saw the other day she did something about her hair, and so some people are here because of Patty Rockstar Mom. A lot of people are here because of Patty Rockstar
we are
Mom.
grateful.
And so I know someone said we need to do more makeup tips and tricks, and so we look at ourselves like we really don't know if we have much to offer with that, but I do love makeup, and I do love watching people do like their everyday makeup. And so if that's something y'all are interested in, let us know.
So again, if we weren't doing makeup tips and all, what were we doing having a channel? What was our
life?
Yeah, we have. See, I just like picturing all the people out there, and then you get to visit with them.
She likes the comment section.
I do. I like the comment section.
Yeah.
That is absolutely the truth.
And I comment, but she just has a good,
I like to
loves,
comment because they give a comment, these ladies do, and I just think I could be her friend. We could be friends.
What did someone say the other day? It had to do with cornbread, and I just loved it. Oh, it was talking about Hattie's accent, because Hattie's adopted, my daughter is, and she's adopted from China, and we can get on into that story. Jonathan, my husband, would love for us to tell our story just about all of that. But yeah, she's hearing these texts and her accent, and she said she's as country as cornbread or something, and I just loved it. I loved it.
Yeah.
She is. She's got a little country
so
accent.
you're right, though. So that's my favorite part is the comments and me getting to visit.
Yeah, getting a chit chat.
All right. Well, speaking of that, Hattie is at
Mother's Day Out.
And
2:00. Y'all got like what, 21 minutes of Hattie free time.
We have accomplished a lot today.
Yeah, we have. With the electricity out, no less.
Oh, that's true. We had to run a generator.
Yeah.
We had to run a generator to get this
lights
off the ground. That's funny.
Yeah. Thank you for being with us, y'all.
Yes, and may all of your photos be glamorous.
Bye.
Bye. You turn it on?
Yeah.
Okay. Ready?
You're so excited about this one.
This is the one I wanted to do.
I know. Yeah.
Okay. My nose looks a lot skinnier. But that was a black. Oh, yeah. That's a lot skinnier. But, age. I think your nose gets bigger when older you get.
I have a friend who, whenever her nose is itchy or runny or whatever, she does it like this because she doesn't want to make it any bigger. You know how we all have our little quirks. I would never have thought about ever trying to make sure I always go downward with my nose. But
it's too late for me now.
It is too late. And I don't do it now. I just think it is what it is. I mean, it's kind of like you embrace certain things and you just go.
You do. You just have to embrace
change the course of this.
Yeah.
Oh, man. My cheeks hurt from just laughing at you.
I paused long enough this time, I think.